Welcome along then to strategy guide time on Friday, which is when this video is going out for this weekend's opening round and final round of this week's GP. It is the British GP event without the British GP in real life. Ocon, Alonso, Cloud Roar, all still 25% boosted, as we would expect. Now, we teased on Tuesday that there is a big book at this weekend's GP, and specifically in Miami. So we are going to cover that. Make sure to stay tuned on this video because you're going to want to know and how to potentially try and minimize the damage. Yes, there is a bad bug. Hutch haven't fixed it, and now Miami surfaces again. Remember, when we do our strategy guides, we pick the very best boosts out there. If you don't have them boosts available, anything with race start or cornering is very, very good, because race start is key to a good GP as well. And if you're unsure, Discord link down below. Join Discord, ask the questions, get your answers. So we have got opening round. We have got Imola with some potential hot weather. We've got Montreal 100% ret. We have got Hungary at 30% chance of rain, expecting Hungary to potentially hold the fastest lap this weekend on the Sunday. Miami, 7 laps. The bulk circuit, 9% rain. That's crucial. Baku, 7 laps. We've got Melbourne, Silverstone for 7 laps with potential rain, and Bahrain in the wet to finish off as well. So let's get into your track maps for this weekend's British GP event in F1 Clash and run you through the big strategies. So yes, remember with Imola, 40 degrees it can reach up to in terms of temperature. So use that debrief screen wisely, check the temperatures. If you're running softs, you might want to go mediums. If you're running mediums, you might want to go hards. Drivers 1 to 12, we're going 3 soft, 2 soft, and a 4 medium, 4 medium. We've got Kawhi and Merlion and Cuppa and Kawhi in there. And from the back, we are doing the 2 stop, the 2 soft, 3 medium, and the 3 medium, 2 soft. If you've got around 90 tyre management, you can run 3 softs. But if it's hot, if it's over 33 degrees, then you're going to want mediums if you're doing 3 laps. On the right hand side, you can see the circuit. You can see the only place to really conserve is down that straight. So make good use. You'll gain 7, 8, 9, even 10% power unit back. You can use that to attack in the corners as we move on to Montreal. So yes, here is Canada, and it is 100% wet this time round. So most of the AI, some of them pit on lap 5, some will go to lap 6 here in Canada. So we're going to try and avoid at all costs. P1 to P12, driver 1 is going to go as hard as possible. We're going to get a massive gap and do a 4-4. It's going to be easy for that first car. Driver 2 is going to work his way up through the field, get into the top 4 or 5 within the first lap, and you're going to do a 5-3. Merlion and Kawhi, your go-to boosts. From the back, we are not even risking pitting on lap 5. It's going to be a 4-4 for driver 1 and a 3-5 for driver 2. Tyres shouldn't be a problem in the wet. They are very durable. You will still be able to attack even doing 5 laps. Just keep an eye on it, but conserve strongly on the right hand side. Down that back straight and the start finish line, conserve your power unit. This could be some great points to get. It's going to be tough in the wet because obviously everybody follows similar strategies, but it is one you can score decent points at. Race 3 then, we have got Hungary, which is potentially the fastest lap track of Sunday because Austria is Saturday's fastest lap because it's from the previous round. So from the start, you need good tyre management, probably like 93 plus maybe to do a 4 soft, 4 medium, and you can do a 5 medium, 3 soft. You can take tyre boosts as well. If you struggle on tyre management, we move to the 4 medium instead with that Cuppa and Kawhi. Still 5 medium, 3 soft. Now this is another track where wet potential is at 30%, and a lot of the AI will sometimes pit on lap 5 and even lap 6 if they push it. So you want to get in nice and early. It's the same as Canada. It's a 4 wet, and a 5 wet, 3 wet. And then we've got the 4-4, 3-5 from the back with Kawhi and Cuppa giving you that race start advantage to get through the pack early on. On the right hand side, 2 places to conserve down the home straight and around turns 3 and 4. But remember, to get a fast lap, you need to be pushing off that final corner, carrying the most speed possible so you can push all the way for that full lap and get the fastest lap. Fingers crossed. And then we move on to Miami. And Miami we've already covered as our bug track. Why is it the bug track? Because the weather disappears. Yes, this track you may have raced last weekend. It said it was going to rain for 2 minutes and 50 seconds. It goes on to that rain interval and it disappears to dry. Gone. That is why you've got to focus on your strategy. So the strategies are the same. We're still running a 2 soft, 2 soft, 3 medium and a 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft. We've got Kauai in there for the 2 stops. In the wet, 3 wet, 1 wet and a 2, 3, 2. Now drivers starting P13 to P24 will not do the same as everybody else. Everybody's in the pit on lap 3 and on lap 6, with some going to lap 7. So we're going to conserve down pit when they're not in the pits. But keep an eye on the weather because it just disappears. So you don't want to be pitting. Now, if there's about a minute and 30 until rain comes in and you're on softs, I'd potentially go to mediums because you want to just maybe do a half a lap or a lap as it starts to rain to make sure that rain does stay. If it's mixed weather, this is going to be challenging. For example, at the weekend, I did 2 softs. On the softs, I did 2 laps, went to pit because I'd run out of tyres, and as I pitted, that rain that was there suddenly went dry, and it was supposed to last for 2 minutes. So that is why you've got to watch the weather. Do not pit as it's starting because you could get caught out. Try and go more durable. On the right hand side, 2 pieces to conserve, 2 big straights, 2 great places for power unit saving. Race 5 then, we are off to Baku and Azerbaijan, and it's very similar to strategies seen in Miami. It's a 2 soft, 2 soft, 3 medium and a 3 medium, 2 soft, 2 soft, and reverse that for drivers starting P13 to P24. Different boost though, race start, cornering key from the back, Cuppa and Kauai. Merlion and Kauai from the front. Now, as you can see on the right hand side, one massive place to conserve power unit is down the straight, and then through anything with red has got a mega overtaking opportunity. So you want to push through them sectors because you can make, I mean, this is a very strong track for points. A 2 stop is key. 1 stop can work, but I do really prefer that 2 stop and attack with our drivers. Race number 6 then, we are off to Melbourne and Australia. So no rain percent here, it's just standard weather, and it's going to be a 3 soft, 2 soft and a 4 medium for both drivers. Now the fastest strategy actually around here is a 4 medium. So if you can run both drivers and create a gap, then I recommend running the 4 medium. This track layout obviously has changed a little bit since it was revamped, but still the same places to conserve, and it is a great track for race start. Lap 1, you can make many overtaking positions, but remember, 4 medium is quicker. A 3 soft might just get you the better start though. Both are very good. There's just a preference on that 4M. Right hand side, conserve through them 2 sectors. Anything red, attack through the corners. And yeah, it's a difficult track nowadays, Melbourne, but you can still score points. You just need a little bit of luck in running also. And then on to Silverstone, race number 7, 25% chance of rain. So again, like the other tracks, like we've seen in Baku and Miami, we're doing the 2 soft, 3 medium, and the 3 medium, 2 soft. We don't like to use hards in Champs GP because it is so slow against strong AI as well. Merlion and Kauai from the front with Cuppa and Kauai from the back. Now, all AI are going to pit on lap number 4 in the wet. So we're going to do a 4 wet, 3 wet and a 3 wet, 4 wet for both sets of drivers. Obviously, if you're starting P13 to P24, you need to create a gap. That's why we leave 1 car on 4 wet. It is difficult to use all the power unit on that 4 wet stint, so save it. If you are doing a 3 wet, 4 wet, use all your power unit on the first 3 laps because you won't get too much chance to use it on lap 4 onwards. Yeah, basically conserve down a lot of places, 4 places to hold power unit here, attack through the rest of it. Really good chances to overtake and score points. If it's wet, use that debrief screen so you can see it is a point scoring track, especially if everybody double stacks and undercuts. will get you big points. Big points. And then finally, a little bit of a curveball. We're off to Bahrain, and Hutch have decided to add 9% wet weather in here too. So we've got the 3 soft, 2 soft with Merlion and Kawhi. We've got a 4 medium with Cuppa and Merlion. From the back, 2 soft, 3 soft, and the opposite strategy, Cuppa and Kawhi. Now in the wet, we are pursuing the 4 wet strategy. You can run 5 wet, 3 wet. A lot of the AI will run 5 wet, 3 wet as well. So we're going to do the undercut. If P1 driver, we're going to push as hard as you can to create the gap. 4 wet is going to be no problem on tyres. You can do that absolutely fine. So no need to conserve tyres. 4 wet is going to be comfortable for most of you by this stage of the game. And on the right hand side, 2 key places to conserve. Middle sector, really good. End of sector 1 into sector 2, really good for overtaking and getting through the field. So that is your strategy guide for this British GP event, community choice by F1 Clash Racers. Voted in Discord, I believe. So go and give that your best shot. Remember the Miami changing weather bug with disappearing weather. Be alert to that happening, and we can hopefully help you score bigger points each week.